In the last 2 weeks, I've made over $10,000 trading the NASDAQ. And if you watch this video closely until the end, I will show you exactly all the steps I took, all the trades I took in order for me to make this amount in trading. Now, as you can see here on my dashboard, my Alpha Futures dashboard, I have a 100k zero account with them. If you want to get your account, I'll leave a link in the description. You can get 10% off on your purchase. But yeah, so this is my account stats, and as you can see, my current balance is 6,554. That is the profit I have made on this account. I still need to meet the 40% consistency rule. However, you know, we're gonna hit that very soon because I only need about $300 more for the consistency. But yeah, so payout on Alpha really soon. But the main point of the video is I'm going to show you exactly how and the trades I've taken to make this amount. So as you can see here, on this day, the 6th of August, I had a very nice trade. I believe I made 3.1k on this day. And as you can see here, I took a long down here and I TP'd up here. But you know, I can show you all the entries I took, but what I need to show you guys and what you guys need to know is how to actually enter into these positions and the thought process behind you know, taking these positions, right? So I had this level marked out. As you can see, this is the pre-market high. We had our open at 9:30 over here. This is the pre-market high. We actually came into this level very nice, and we bounced off this level right on the tick, as you can see. So that would have been a very nice short. However, the trade I took was actually a long, and if I just remove this and I open up my chart executions again, I zoom in a bit. As you can see, I did take a long here. However, I did get stopped out for a loss. I tried to long again. I believe I got stopped out for a loss, but I tried it one last time over here at 243. That was the last time I took the long, and then as you can see, I rode this long all the way till 23,404. So, and the reason behind this trade is simply just because I took it off the VWAP. This is the VWAP here. The yellow line that you see is the VWAP, and the purple line that you see is the 200 SMA, the simple moving average. And very simple, these are the only three indicators I use, and the only three indicators that I recommend people to use and have on their charts. And if you have these indicators, you have to make sure you use them and you look at these levels, and you know, you base your trades off them, because if you use these levels with, I don't know, ICT, you know, you're gonna have a lot on your plate. You know, there's too much strategy and stuff involved, and yeah, your chart's just gonna be a mess. So this is how I trade, using the VWAP, the 50 EMA, and the 200 simple moving average. So yeah, as you can see, price came into the 200 SMA here, which is the purple line. We started bouncing off this level, holding this line, and then also holding at the VWAP as well. And that is exactly when I took the short. Also, we have this pre-market low here as well. As you can see, if I draw like a little box, you can see we have a little nice level down here. I took the long over here at 243. 243 is a bit okay, so this is a bit wrong because we had a gap after this day, so the price is all messed up on Project X right now. But I took the long somewhere over here, right off the bounce, and I had my stop loss just on these lows here. So as you can see, this was a very nice trade. I believe 243.44. I caught about 170 points, 160 points. So that was a very big move. But yeah, that was a very simple trade. I took it off the VWAP and the 200 SMA, stop loss just below the low. And yeah, and I just held it throughout this whole time. I believe this was a 3.5-hour hold, and many of you are going to be asking me, why did I not TP after, you know, seeing all these pullbacks? And the reason is because I have this 50 EMA on my chart, and on the 1 minute I use this 50 EMA as like a area of support, or vice versa. If I'm taking a short, I'll use it as resistance. So in this case, as you can see, every time it bounced off the 50 EMA, we just proceeded higher. You know, we tapped again here, we had higher, we came in here, we went a bit low, below the 50 EMA, but however we did eventually come higher. So that is the main reason why I held this trade for so long. I just had a very high conviction, and I was targeting this exact high up here. This was 404. 404 was the exact high, and I was targeting that exact high. It did go a bit higher, however I was happy with the profits that I made. I made 3.1k on that trade. And yeah, so that was the thought process behind it as to why I took the trade, why I TP'd. And yeah, so let's go over some other trades. Let's see. This was just a very small trade. This was a trade that I took today okay, so I took this trade during Asia. I just took one con. I was risking 200 to make 200. This is just so I can get the winning days for the payout. And I believe that, you know, if you have a big day, or you know you're trading well and you have a decent amount of profit, then you should always secure the bag. You should always be trying to secure the bag, and that is exactly what I'm doing here. As you can see, I had a nice run over the last 2 weeks on this account, 6k in this month, and then 2k in July. So yeah, I had a nice run, but now I want to secure the payout. You know, the max payout you can take on alpha is 3k at a time, so I have 6k, I can get 2 of those. So why would I risk it? You know, I can get 6k balance, and I should be able to get 6k profits, secure that. So yeah, that's the thought process behind that. And let me go over my Top Step account. I also had a very nice trade as well on this account. 4k balance, as you can see. And if I show you my stats, I made 2.8k here on Tuesday, 2.3k here on Wednesday. I lost 1.3. However, after that, I decided to take it easy and go 200 days just to get the payout. You know, secure the payout. It's a nice little 2k payout, so why not? I also just received a 1.1k payout as well, so that is also pretty nice. But yeah, so let's have a look at the trades that I've been taking. So I can't quite remember what trade I took, but let me just have a look. Let's see. Okay, so the trades are not coming up back here. I had a very nice short over here, as you can see, 232, and I TP'd at 145. Now, the reason why I took this trade was because, as you can see here, before we did come down, you know, heavily. You know, the NASDAQ tanked heavily. We tanked 285 points. We came down all the way to these lows, and then we just started consolidating here. You know, we had this low range here, you know, 100-point range of consolidation, just going up and down. I tried this short 2 times before I took it one last time here, and it actually played out well. But my whole idea was shorts. I always wanted to short this because, you know, we had this very big move. And if you understand basic market structure, this is how market structure works. You know, lower highs and you know, lower lows, lower high, lower lows. So you know, that was the concept. You know, we had this lower low down here, lower high, lower low, lower high. I believe here we had a low high. Yep, that was a low high. This was not a lower low. This was a higher low into a higher high, and that's exactly when I took the short again one last time towards this VWAP. I took it a bit early. We didn't actually come into the VWAP, but I took it here at 232. You know, I believe I had it above the VWAP. I think I gave it to 23,300 here, so I gave it about 60 points, and it ended up playing out very well. So yeah, so that was the concept. You know, just market structure. I wanted to short this. This was not a long for me. If this was a long, if I was to take a long, I would, you know, be looking to take a long down here at these support areas. However, I wanted to short this so bad because we came down heavily. The NASDAQ tanked 285 points, so I just wanted to stay short, and that's exactly what I did. Took it over here 232, and I believe on this day I made. Let's have a look on this day here. Yeah, so I was already down from all the short positions, but I ended up making it all back. I believe I made about 4k. I was down 2k. I believe I made just above 4k. So that was very nice, and that was the trade I took. And that is all. So I'm also hosting a webinar on this Saturday, which is tomorrow, 9th of August at 1 p.m. UK time. So if you are around and you would like to see how I trade, we're going to be going over the market outlooks. We're going to have a look at the market next week, trades I took this week, and many more Q&As and stuff as well. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description. You can join the free Discord and join the webinar tomorrow, 9th of August at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching, guys.